So, all right. So, in this module, we're going to discuss about crypto, hedge fund, cryptocurrency hedge fund, balance it, like how your balance it look like. All right. So, let's discuss about it. So, here we have, the parts of, the balance sheet. As you know, in a traditional finance, you might be, if you, let's say, if you, let's say, commerce student, then you would have gone through the balance sheet, like balance sheet, which talks about the assets, liabilities, and capital of the business. All right, it's like a mirror, which provide you the exact position of your business. All right. So in cryptocurrency hedge fund, also the balance sheet which is needed. So now if I talk about balance sheet, how it looks like. So if you see, on a balance sheet, especially in an asset side, so you can see, crypto investments where basically fund accountants will record the crypto investments. It could be Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, or there are lots of coins, which you can basically refer it. Apart from that, cash and cash equivalents, which is fiat currencies held, it means your dollars, rupees, whatever that the balance which is available in the wallet or maybe in the, let's say, account, that balance which you can record it in the books of fund or balance it, and that comes under your asset category. Then apart from that, receivables from exchanges or counterparties. It could be trade receivable, it could be, let's say, in a commission or stake, or let's say in a farming yield, it could be anything. So if it is receivable and if it is a pending with counterparty, it could be receivable or payable. So basically we're talking about assets. So here you can record the receivables as well. And apart from that, prepaid expenses and security deposit, that you can treat as other assets and record it under assets side of the balance sheet. All right. Then the another big portion of your balance sheet is like liability side. And to the liability side, you can record borrowed funds used for crypto trading, that you can record it. Apart from that, due to counterparties or service providers or exchanges, it could be admin fees, management fees, or any legal fees or fund formation fees, that all you can treat as a payables and record it in the books of account. Apart from that, deferred revenue, if it is applicable for a subscription in a services, that also you can treat as a liabilities and update it in the books of the balance sheet under liability side. Then, as the equity portion is one of the important segment of your balance sheet, which represent the contributions received from the limited partners, general partners of a fund, that you can record it. And apart from that, of course, retained earning is nothing but it's a earned profit but yet distributed to the investors. So that undistributed profits also you need to report it under equity, right? You can add it to the equity capital. So this is how basically your balance sheet looks like. So let me just summarize it. So balance sheet represent assets, liabilities, and your equity part. All right. So apart from that, fund also prepares income statement as well. Fund also prepares income statement. So now if I talk about income statement of crypto hedge fund, how it looks like. See, in crypto hedge fund income statement, you can see couple of heads like trading gains and losses. It could be realized gain or it could be unrealized gain. So both types of gains you need to report it under basically income statement. Realized gain or unrealized gain, both you can treat as a gains from the trading activities, and you can record it to the credit side of P&L accounts. Then interest income, again you can report it. It could be staking income or yield farming, that you can report it as a interest or interest income and record it to the credit side of P&L. Then apart from that, you can see fee income as well. It could be lending service fee or other service fee, that you can treat as a income and report it to the credit side of P&L. So these are the basically the income side of your income statement, which you need to report it out, report it to the income statement of a fund. And here, we are talking about credit side. So now if I talk about debit side of, your crypto fund, as you know, the debit side of income statement would be like, the expense side. So expense or losses side. And if I talk about the expenses in a crypto hedge fund, we have expenses like, management fees, performance fees, trading cost, administrative expenses, trading and administrative cost, which comes under variable expenses, which you can report it out, and management fees and performance fees, 1 or 2%, management fees basically the fund or fund manager they charged on AUM, which is asset under management, and performance fees basically would be charged on again the depends on the performance of a fund. If fund achieve performance, then definitely fees will be charged to the fund investors. If not, then fees it will not charged out. If I talk about now administrative expenses, it could be custody expenses, audit or compliance expenses, or it could be on management related expenses, right? So that all comes under administrative cost. Trading cost, it means exchange fees or transaction cost, which comes under your trading expenses, and performance fees, which, as I said, typically 20% of on profit, what your profit that a fund has generated on it. All right. So this is how expenses comes in picture, and that all expenses basically we reported to the debit side of income statement. Okay. So apart from that, crypto hedge funds basically they also prepare cash flow statement as well. If I talk about cash flow statement, in a cash flow statement you can see three big categorization. One is operating activities, which reflect the cash flow from trading activities and fee income. Then investing activities, purchase or disposal of crypto assets. Financing activities, which contributions and redemptions by investors. And if I talk about the representation, how it looks like, look at this. Operating activities, which talks about trading of activities like buying coins or currencies and or tokens, and fee income that you can categorize to the operating activities. And basically in a fund flow statement we record like cash in and cash out transactions in short. Then investing activities, which talks about purchase of crypto assets and disposal of crypto asset. Disposal, it means if you have incurred any losses, you can just dispose them or remove them from the financial statements. So that will call it as a disposal of crypto assets. Financing activities, contributions by investors, redemptions by investors, that comes under financing activities. So basically limited partners and general partners, they contribute capital to the fund, or they also request for a redemption as well. So that activities comes under your financing activities. So this is how your fund flow statement would be, right? Categorization: investing, financing, and operating activities. All right. Then apart from that, other key statement also in a fund will prepare it. It could be, let's say, NAV statement, capital account statement, right? Which if there are, let's say, investors, it could be individual investors or institutional investors. In that case, we can prepare individual PCAP statement or individual NAV statement or group NAV statement. So it depends on the requirement. And capital account also, it can be prepared for each LP's contribution, distribution, and share of profit and losses. So this is how basically reporting will come into picture, and that we prepare and update it in the books of funds. All right. So that's all I wanted to discuss in this module. So in next module we have prepared couple of journal entries. So I would like to walk you through about all journal entries. So be there, and also attend the another module as well. So thank you guys very much for watching this module and bear me throughout this course. All right. So we'll talk about now journal entries. So thank you.